Hi YouTube, it's Chloe and Savannah. So this is gonna be her 3-month update. She is 3 months old. 3 months and a week old. So I have something to update on. We had to take her to the hospital because she's been sounding really sick and she was developing a really rough cough. So we took her to the hospital because I went online seeing what it could be, what she might have, and the whooping cough straight up came up, and then and the signs for whooping cough for babies in the beginning is not even a cough necessarily. It's just like a common cold symptoms. So I was freaking out because Savannah at a week old, Savannah at a week old would have that's when she started getting stuffy and like starting to kind of sound sick. So I was thinking like, oh my goodness, does she have the whooping cough? Oh. Really? So I thought she developed the whooping cough at a week old. I was thinking, oh my goodness, she probably developed it at a week old, and now the symptoms are just getting more severe. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, if she has the whooping cough, she probably has pneumonia now, and that's why she's coughing so heavily. So I was really freaked out, and I started crying and really tripping out, and I just walked away from the computer when all the signs and symptoms came up, because they even said that they haven't seen a big outburst like this in 30 years, and people in my state were getting sick the most from the whooping cough, the biggest breakout, which I live in California. So if you live in California and you have a baby, just just be cautious, and be cautious, because especially if you have school kids, because there was this one couple, I think they had 3 boys, but their 2-week-old baby wound up getting the whooping cough because one of their other kids were school age, I guess, and they were one of their other kids, older kids, had it or something, had the pertussis or whatever, and passed it on to the baby. So the baby wound up getting that 2 weeks old, and as you guys know, the babies don't even get vaccinated for the whooping cough until 2 months. So that's something that's kind of concerning. Savannah is not vaccinated yet because she's been sick, and when your baby's sick, you can't get them vaccinated. So she has to feel better before she can actually get vaccinated. So anyways, to make a long story short, I was freaking out. I went out of the room holding Savannah, freaking out, crying, thinking oh my goodness, if she has this, she's gonna, who knows what's gonna happen to her. And I just can't see my life without her, so I was really in a panic. So when my husband came back from taking my daughter to school at 9 in the morning, oh, here's a talking little baby, he's so happy. So when my husband, and she's ready to eat too, so she's really in a good mood right now. But anyways, my husband came home, and I told him we're going to the hospital now. So I had to get my son up, and he's been a little monster lately, so he wasn't having it. So that took a while. So we weren't even at the hospital until 11:30 in the morning. But we were there, and she did get an X-ray done, and thank God she has no pneumonia, but she does have a viral infection. So they gave me a baby inhaler for her. So what? He's not here right now? Yeah, he went out. Sorry about that. My son should be asleep right now. But, yeah, he likes to know where my husband is at all freaking times. He is a daddy's boy. It's crazy. And, yeah. So anyways, what was I at? So yeah, she has a viral infection. They gave us a baby inhaler for her. So we have to give her breathing treatments every 4 hours, every 4 to 6 hours. And they gave us some medication. They gave me this one medication, but I don't remember the name of it. But they also gave me antibiotics because they're just 95% sure that she doesn't have any kind of bacteria in her lungs. They're not 100% sure, but there's no way of telling, I guess, unless it's really bad. But they told me it's up to me if I want to give her the antibiotics. They're going to prescribe it, but it's up to me if I want to give it, because they don't really recommend giving antibiotics, you know, if it's not necessary. But since Savannah's only 3 months old and she's been having kind of problems since she's been born with this cold, that it's probably best to give it to her. So I still have to get her those prescriptions filled. But right now she does have her inhaler. The hospital gave that to us. So yeah, that's just an update on Savannah. She was 13 pounds at the hospital. This was a few days ago. So yeah. And she was getting so bad to the point, like, in the middle of the night, because I co-sleep with her, she would just be coughing hella bad, like choking almost on her coughing. It was just crazy. And when we fed her, she'd be coughing, she'd just be like, when she burps, it'd be crazy. Like, she'd burp and cough and choke all at the same time. It was really scary. But, yeah, that's just a little short update. I just wanted to tell you guys. I do have some footage, some video of her getting her breathing treatment. It's kind of sad, but it's not that drastic. It's just like this little mask they had to put on her since she's a baby and she can't, like, take the inhaler. And the inhaler goes on the other side of it. I may go post that video up. But, she's so happy. It's her time to eat right now, and she's just so happy. You're just so happy. Yes, you are. I love you. Still a total mama's girl. It's getting even funnier as she gets older. Like, if I'm holding her, my husband will come up, and then she'll, like, just, like, turn her head around and, like, start crying. Like, she doesn't want him. She wants me. Like, if someone takes her out of my hand, she'll start crying. So I think that's kind of cute, even though my husband's kind of sad about it. Because the other kids, she's not used to this. She's not used to getting rejected. That video that I posted of her holding the plate spoon was the very first time she ever picked up anything or held anything in her hands or grabbed anything, and now she's just grabbing everything, trying to grab everything. And we're not going to start her in solids until we see signs that she's ready. That's how we're going to determine that. And I would say, I don't know, I mean, she's, you know, really developing now. I mean, she's developing fastly now, so maybe 5 months she'll be ready. 6 months. My other kids, my mom had a big influence on how I raised my other kids. Since I was so young, she, like, tried to put her nose into everything, and I basically believed everything she told me. So like, she didn't like, she never told me to breastfeed my daughter, so I didn't, because that wasn't the norm for my family, so I didn't even bother with it. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that she started my daughter on solids, like, at 3 months. Like, she told me to start giving it to her at 3 months. And I can imagine giving Savannah solids right now. Like, she's way too young for it. And I think the same thing with my son. I think she, like, tried to feed him. I don't know. She's just a big influence. Like, she's a really pushy woman. And she, like, just tries to, you know, have things her way. But now with Savannah, I'm not even around my mom that much because I want to do what I want to do with my child. And my mom knows now that she can't do what she used to do with the kids back in the day. Because, you know, I'm way older now, and I just, you know, you take advice from your mother, especially when you're first-time mother, you know, like, you want, you know, you believe what your mother tells you, and you know, you try to look up to your parents, and you trust them, you know, but I feel kind of, like, cheated, like, I guess it's what she thought was normal, I don't know, but 3 months, I feel was a little early. That's just my opinion. Savannah's nowhere near for solids right now. She's way too young. She's a little baby. She's still full and satisfied with her formula. You know, like, she's okay, you know, like, she's not crying for more food, and she's not acting like she's ready for it, so. But as I got older, like with my son, I did things even a little differently with him. Like, I tried to breastfeed him, but he had horrible reflex, but I tried, you know, regardless of what my mom said, and I didn't circumcise my son. And my mom wanted me to because that was the norm for my family, to circumcise, but I didn't circumcise my son. So, yeah, you know, I just developed my own brain after, you know, my first child, you know. And with Savannah, she has no influence over me, you know, at all. It's just totally me and my husband, the way it should be, huh? Yep. But I'm only 22 right now, so, like, I'm at the age where, like, first-time parents, you know, are usually having their kids. Usually, you know. So it's kind of weird, like Savannah's my third and I'm 22, but, you know, I learned, you know, now I know. But anyways, you guys, that's just a little update for Savannah's 3 months. Write comments if you want to, subscribe, you know, ask me questions or whatever, you know. I do have a whole bunch more videos coming, so look out for those. I don't want to, like, fill your guys' subscription boxes up too much because I've been posting a few videos, and I don't want to do too many at once. So, yeah, just tell me what kind of videos you guys want to see, and I'll try to get those up for you guys. But for now, that's it. Say goodbye. Probably getting kind of hungry by now. But she's still being good. Yes, you are. Alright, guys. Bye.